Hi, in this video we'll be talking about orthographic projections of a solid component. So we'll be using the drawing option in Autodesk Inventor to draw the views of a solid component. So for this we need to design a solid component first. So this is a solid component that I'll be using to draw the orthographic views. This component is used in grinding machines, in feed wall block, to fix feed wall block and the main feeder. So this is being created using all of these commands here: revolution, extrusion, thread, fillet, chamfer, emboss, hole. So almost all of the operations that we have learned till now has been used in creating this component. So we need to put this in a way where we can capture the most information of the component in a drawing. So I'm putting this in this position so that this current view will give me the idea about the threads, about the holes, and also about the surface. So let's get started with the drawing. Let's go to new, select ansi.dwg. This is under the templates metric. Select that and click create. So this box, whatever you have here, is called the title box, where you input the name of the drawing, the materials used, and the parts that have been used in this assembly, if it is an assembly. So this is just a part, so we'll just give the title of that and also the material used. The material we have used for this component is nickel copper. So that we have that should be mentioned somewhere over here. Okay, let's get started with how to draw the front, top, and side views of this solid component. So let's go to the base. Before doing that, save this part with a name so that you can pull that into this drawing file. So let's go to base. So my part is already saved with the name part 1. So let's select that, go to the master and give the size. So this is a scale which determines the scale of the drawing that you would have. 10:1, because this is an 8-inch layout that we have selected. Drawing a 10:1 scale will occupy most of the space, so I'm using 4:1 scale, and then I would take the current view. So the current view is a view in which we place the component. So these are the styles in which you can draw the drawing. Like this is a solid shaded solid view, like the component looks in this way. If it is like the hidden line, you just have the hidden lines like a dashed line, and this one is the hidden line removed. So let's take the current view and click on OK. So there is a section that has been created. So this is according to the position the part is in your drawing file. So let's drag this aside, and that will give you the other views. See, just project it to the direction you would need. Just click, there are boxes created. So after you create the boxes, just right click on that and use the create option. So there you have all the components created. Now you can take the other view as well. So let's see how we take the other view. Let's take the top view. So if you want to generate more views, just rotate the component a little and make it in the direction you want it. So this is the view I want. So now I'll go to the drawing again, select the base, and then take the current, and you see that's how I got the component. So again, the scale is same, just click on it. So there I have created different views. So these views have given most of the information about the part that I have drawn. So this gives us a top view, and this gives us the whole front view of the component, and this is the isometric view that we have. um, I have talked about different styles here, so let's see one of them. So I'll take the isotop right, click on this, and okay. So you see, this is how the solid feature looks. So the whole component, the look of the whole component is captured in this drawing. So let's use few of these options here to draw some more views. uh, that will be like giving the more information about this component here. So let's see how we do that. So let's select the auxiliary view first. uh, so before doing that, select the view that you want to get the auxiliary view for. Like this is the view that I've taken so that we can have the auxiliary view. Auxiliary view is nothing but the angular view of that component that we have made. So let's select this edge, zoom out a little, select the edge, and then just drag the component to the angle you want it. So there you have. So that is a component auxiliary view of the component that we need. So next, let's do the sectional view. Sectional view is like cutting this component into two halves, and then this helps in looking into the internal structure of the solid component. So let's select this, draw a line where you want to bisect the solid component. Click on it and click continue, and then again give the scale, and then select the area where you want the sectional view to look like. So there you have the sectional view. So we have cut this portion this way so that we'll have maximum information about that. Let's do another sectional view here. Let's take this view, click continue, and then we want it to be a dashed line. Let's reduce the size to a little, and then click OK. So there you have this, that's the sectional portion. So if you see, the component is being sliced into half over this axis, and this is a inner section of the solid component. So if you need the detail, like most of the component here, the cross section of it is not visible clearly. So uh, at some point where the component size is a little small, we need to have a little detail about it. So in that case, we would be using the detail option here. So to do the detail option, just click on the view you want, uh, select the scale, uh, like depending on the space you have, like I would select 5:1, and then draw a circle, and then put it here. So this would give the detail of the drawing, like from this portion to this portion, whatever the detail you need, like what are the inner threads you have, like what are the um, features that are existing inside the component which you are not able to read from this view, can be viewed from this uh, view here. So let's use the break option. Like sometimes you have a component which is of larger size, like you don't need the whole length here, so you would need to break that. So let's use that to break. Just draw two lines. See, that's how you break it. So that means that the cross section has been reduced to a little, um, like how much ever you want you can reduce it, because you already have a lot of views which give the information about the length of this shaft. So you don't need much information about that from this view, so you are breaking it into a little lesser size so that you'll have more space to uh, create more views. So, so these are the views available in drawing option in Autodesk Inventor. So let's go to the annotate command. So dimensioning is similar to the dimensioning we have in designing the solid components. So let's see some of the dimensioning options. It's just selecting the edges and then giving the dimension of those edges. Like if you're selecting this, it would give circle. It would take two options, like you can give it as radius or you can give it as diameter. So if you want to give it as radius, just right click on that and change the dimension type to radius, and then there you go, you have the radius. So that's how it gives the dimension. So for most of the components the dimensioning is same. Just select on the edge and there you go. So that's the same thing that we have, uh, but you have more advanced features in Autodesk Inventor where you can mention about the operations that you have carried out. Like this one is a chamfering operation, this one again is a chamfering operation, this one is a whole operation. So if you want to mention something like that, you can select the chamfer option here and click over the area to point out that this one is a chamfer, and then you can see that this is a hole option. So you can say that this one here is a hole, it's a through hole. So this one again is a through hole. It gives you even the dimension of that particular hole. So there are a lot of features here which you can use, and the main important part of this drawing is to mention the part list. So if you have an assembly where you would be creating 2 to 3 parts and assembling them together, there you would need a part list. Just because this is only a single part that we have drawn, so we would not need a part list. But I would show you how to make this part list so that it will be helpful while doing the assembly operation in Autodesk Inventor. So select any of the views, like select this view and click OK. So you can create a box here. So this box can be enlarged, and this is called the part list. So you can mention what of the parts you have used in this assembly. Like this is not an assembly again, so we don't have a lot of parts, this is only a single part, so we don't have any option. uh, but if you have an assembly, you can mention all the parts over here. So these again these are the tools that we have in solid component design that have reflected here. If you want to make some drawing here to indicate your preferences, you can draw that too. uh, the tools again are the same. So these are the commands that we use in drawing uh, the views of a solid component in Autodesk Inventor. I hope this video is helpful in creating sectional, auxiliary and projected views of a solid component. Thank you.